All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to Yakim who go out throughout the four corners of the earth, Salakia, to teach this truth. All right. So, we keep getting closer and closer to prophecy. And one of the prophecies that one of the major prophecies that's to come is the RFID microchip. So here's a quick article I wanted to read, written by Haley Weiss on September 21st. It's a little bit old, 2018, September 21st. Why you are probably getting a microchip implant someday. Microchip implants are going from tech geek novelty to genuine health tool. And you might be running out of good reasons to say no, right? And so they're going to keep pushing this. They're going to keep pushing it and pushing it until you take it, right? If you are an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you want to avoid this microchip because this is the mark of the beast that's spoken of in Revelations, right? So I'm not going to read it. I can already know about this and have read it a million times, right? So for those who are watching that don't know, the scripture of the mark of the beast is Revelation 13. It's starting at 11, right, all the way through to chapter 14. The meat is in 16 through 18. So I'm going to go ahead and read this article, and then we'll bust out a couple scriptures to back it up and get up out of here, man. Make it quick. I know Jake don't like to spend too long. Attention span is not very long, so we're going to, make it quick and to the point, nice and sweet. When Patrick McMillan, first heard in 2017 that thousands of Swedish citizens were unlocking their car doors and turning on coffee machines with a wave of their palm, he wasn't too impressed. Sure, the technology, a millimeter-long microchip equipped with near-field communication capabilities and lodged just under the skin, had a niche, cutting-edge appeal, but in practical terms, a fob or passcode would work just as well, right? So there you have it. You don't need to get this mark of the beast because you could still have the same capability with a fob, a key fob, right? McMillan, a 24-year-old veteran of the tech industry, wanted to do one better, to find a use for the implant, a use for the implantable microchip that was genuinely functional, not just abstractly nifty. Right? In July 2017, news cameras watched as more than 50 employees at the 3 Square Market, the vending solutions company where McMillan is president, volunteered to receive a chip implant. Voluntarily received chip implants of their own, rather than a simple scan to function process like. Rather than a simple scan to function process like most of Sweden's chip use. The chips and readers around the 3 Square Market River Falls, Wisconsin office were all part of a multi-stage feedback network. For example, your chip could grant you access to your computer, but only if you had already unlocked the front door, or only if it had unlocked the front door for you that day. Now, McMillan says of last summer, I've actually done something that enhances our network security. Right? Let's see. I don't want to read this whole thing. Though new to American Though new to the American workplace in this implantable form, radio frequency identification technology has been around for decades and has long been considered secure enough for commonplace use. RFID ear tags are used to register almost all farm ranch livestock with the U.S. National Animal Identification System. In Australia, the system is mandatory. If you've checked luggage in a Delta Airlines flight, you can thank the RFID luggage tags for the fact that your bag arrived at the same destination as you did. And you probably already have a personal identification, a personal RFID chip that goes everywhere with you. It's in your credit card, and they have them in your phones. Right. So your brothers can read this for themselves, but it just goes into how this is the leading future technology for all of your information, your driver's license, your especially this gets into your medical history and your medical what is it called? Your medical information, right? Also your medical insurance information. All of that is going to be on these RFID chips, right? But like I said, if you're an Israelite, this is not something you want to take. So we're going to get into Ezekiel 13:2, Son of Man. And this is getting into, and the reason the reason I'm bringing this up is because you have these other false prophets who are going out saying it's okay to take the mark of the beast, right? And even if let's say they don't believe it's the mark of the beast, right? It's still against the law to take this chip, because if you get into the word charagma, right, which is that word for mark in Revelation 13, it gets into the word charagma, right, which is a physical incision, right? Carne. The word comes back from the root word carne, carnal, carnage, anything having to do with flesh, right? So this has, this is the part where they choose not to understand, right? Because they can, like the brother Uriah said, the head of our camp said, they can use the blue letter or the concordance for John 3:16 and break down that there's multiple words and their meanings in the Greek for world, but they refuse to do it with the RFID microchip, right? Because they're paid off, and it's starting to come out, right? So I want to get into this to show that these are false prophets, right? We were warned about this. Yahushua told us there shall be many coming in his name, right? That shall deceive many. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. Ezekiel 13:2. Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Right? So prophesy against